If you look at the opposite side, we have here a square pyramid, and we show the top view and the front view of the square pyramid, and you must redraw that, and there's a cutting line that goes through it, and we're going to follow the same procedure as what we followed on the left. So a quick way of explaining it, I'm going to start with that corner over here, preferably slightly here because I need to do a sectional left view on my right hand side again here. So I'm going to start slightly there. That's going to be my point, which is that point over there. So very quickly, 45 that side, 45 degree that side. It is 38 one side, so I'm going to measure 38, which is there, and I'm going to draw a line across here, and I'm just going to make sure that it lines up this side, and then draw across there. And then I'm going to create my pinnacle, which is my apex there, and I'm going to create my diagonal like that there. Now I create this baseline here for my pyramid. I take this up, I take that up, right up there, because that's going to be my apex line. And then the height is 78. 78 is going to be 75, 6, 78 is around about there. And then I'm going to take that and project that point there and that point there. Okay, and then my cutting line is at 45 degrees, and that is 50 up on the center. There's my 50 on my T-square. I'm going to draw this line in there. So I'm going to darken that now, the line AA. I'm going to darken that line right there, and I'm going to write the A. Then the rest of it, the rest of the lines in my front view, I'm going to darken as well, because that is the view that's going to remain as is, untouched. So that's the first thing that I'm going to darken there, and then this one over here. Okay, there we go. Now, learners, we're going to move to the top view and draw the sectional top view. So very importantly, if you label your points, so if I have that as 1, 2, 3, and 4 here, okay, then it's not cutting through a base now, it's all cutting on lines. So that's number 1, that's number 2 and 4 here, and that's number 3 there. So it cuts on 1. This is 1 here, so I'm going to bring that down. That point is going to be there. And it cuts on number 3 here on this side, which is going to be that point over there. That's number 3 line. Then it cuts on here, but remember it's both straight lines. So I'm going to follow the same procedure where I borrow it onto this line here, which is 3, and take it down onto the borrowed point. That's the borrowed point. 2 ways of doing it, as I've mentioned. You can either put it in the center and transfer this over like that there, and you can transfer it over like that there. That's the one way. Alternatively, just parallel it to the edge to where you need to take it to. Okay, so I've got that there and that there. So now I'm going to darken this section which I have cut there, and I'm going to darken that line over there as well, and then this line over here, and then that line over there. That's my cut section. I'm going to hatch it perfectly like that, evenly spaced lines away. That's my hatching. Now remember what I said, that top part has been chopped off, everything else remains, so the base is still there, so you have to fill in the base. That's still there, so that base is still going to be there. Here's the one line of the base, here's the other line of the base, so nothing is basically removed from the base, which is this, that there. And then that and that line there, and these corners just go till there. So that top part has been chopped off as is. There, I've completed my top view. Now I'm going to draw my left view on my right hand side. So I'm going to start by drawing a 45-degree line just there somewhere, or you can draw it from this point here, doesn't matter, any distance away here, but preferably from that point. And then I'm going to put all my lines onto my 45-degree lines like that, and I'm going to take it up. That's going to go up till there. That's my base points, and I just want to extend this line a bit here. There, I extend it, and that is my apex point. That's going to go right up. It's going to go no higher than the apex on this side here. So just to give you a shadow of an image of what I'm busy with here, it is that there, right? And I want to mark my points. This here, that's going to be 4, that's going to be 1 and 3, and that is going to be number 2. Now, let me do the cut section first. I can do that easily. I'm going to bring that cut section across, that cut section across, that cut section across. Right, so now, this is number 1. Right, where's number 1? This is number 1 here. So that's number 1. That's my number 1 point. Right, and this here is both 2 and 4. So where's 2 and 4? 2 and 4, this is 4. And that's number 2, right? You will see that's number 2 and 4 line there, and that's number 2 and 4. And then that is number 3. Number 3 is right here. So we're working with coordinates. If you follow it, you know, you need to find the coordinate like that there. I'm doing it just very roughly. Please excuse my inaccuracies, but I'm in a rush to complete this drawing. And then my hatching will come in there, evenly spaced. That's the part where the contact was made with the metal or the wood, whatever it is. That's now gone, right? So this base part, if you're standing here, if you're standing there, that is gone. So you can still see the remainder of it, which is going to be this over there. That's going to remain. And you're going to have that part remaining there. That corner will still be there. And then that corner is going to be there. So that's the remaining. That part is actually gone, which is this part over there. And there you've completed that left view. Now we're only going to do the true shape. And like I said, that becomes your pivot point, because you're going to just swing it like that, straight up. And for me to do that, I need to draw a straight line from there, and I need to draw a line like that. So it's going to go like that. So this point is there, that's the other point, that's actually 2 points, which is those represents those 2 points, and then this one here is the other point. I'm simply going to take my compass, put it on here, open it there, arc it, maintain that, arc it. And then I'm going to project that across, and I project that across as well. I have the bottom line. Now, what I can do is, I'm going to use this line again here as a line which I'm going to draw here. Right? Which I'm going to draw here. Or alternatively, I can even bring that line to a center here. Say for example, I take that line as my X line now, and I draw a center line here as my X line. Right, let's see how that works. So this point here is on my X line, which is going to be there. These 2 points, if I measure them, that is 12 up and probably 12 down. So if I follow where that is, there's my middle. I'm going to get 12 to that side of my middle and 12 to this side, which is 24. Those are my 2 points. And then that is also on my X line, which is there, which is that line. And then I just connect the 4 points like that. Why did I use the middle line now? Because this shape is in fact symmetrical. The left looks exactly like the right. And I will hatch it as well, like that. Okay. Because it's symmetrical, I can work half and half. This one is not symmetrical, so that's why I use this line here and marked it like that away from that line. Because of the irregular shape it has. Here it's symmetrical. I can work on the main line here. So this line you can actually put anywhere. You can put it there, but then you will have to work away from that. Here I put it in the middle. I work up and down to get it perfectly symmetrical. Okay, I hope that clears up. There are two more exercises which I will just post the slides on, because the concept is basically the same.